Hey guys, it's Dr. Noah. How you doing, Dr. Mike?
Good. How are you?
Great. Exciting day, right? One of our team members is back in the office. And Teresa's back, right? So that's exciting.
Yes, she had her baby Harper, and we're thrilled to have her back. It's exciting to have her back in the office.
Yeah, she's exciting. She's excited. Acupuncture 5 days a week. It's really, really good. And it was really great to see her last week at our grand opening, and then it's great to see her back and doing her thing in the office.
Absolutely. So we're looking forward. Yes, we with the arrangement now with Kathy for the time being. Kathy will be here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Teresa will be here Tuesdays and Thursdays. And they're here from what is it? Not is it 9 to 1 and
Nine.
two to
Yeah.
six?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
So full time, which is great.
It is good. So, continuing with our lecture series, our third presentation workshop lecture is tomorrow night. We pushed it up a little bit or back a little bit just so you can get home and get all your stuff done and come to the office. So it's 6:30 to 7:30. It's a really important, really exciting topic. It's on detoxification, a program that you can use to help your body detoxify safely. In the last couple of weeks, we talked about the program itself a little bit. We talked about how to safely detoxify, some symptoms. And today I thought we could just talk a little bit about how truly toxic our world is.
So, most people most of the time get their information from the news, from the media. Um, they don't really dive into it the way we dive into it. And that's our job, number one. Um, so, no, Noah, you pulled up some amazing statistics because toxins are literally everywhere. They're finding it in what are they finding it in placenta and umbilical cords of pregnant women. It is amazing because it's a closed environment. So could you go over some of those statistics that you dug up for us?
Yeah, there's three quick ones. So, there's over in this country, there's over 80,000 chemicals registered for use. Safe, not safe, generally regarded as safe, which is a massive number. Uh, if I was to ask you, like, how many pounds of herbicides do you think we use each year? And it's almost a trillion pounds. It's 800 million pounds of herbicides. And you know that they're not all safe for sure. And another statistic is that 167 industrial chemicals found in adults with no employment related exposure. Meaning there's 167 chemicals found in people that don't work in an environment where those chemicals actually are. That means that they're in our environment, they're in our air, they're in our water, they're being passed down from generation to generation, and it's pretty amazing. I saw a statistic, and Mike, you probably saw not a statistic, a stat or a first time finding like yesterday. It's the first time they found microplastics in lung tissue.
I
First
just
time
saw that.
ever,
Yeah.
right? Right?
Yes.
It was in
Yep.
that's what it was, right? So first time ever. So it's ubiquitous. And as we talked about, and as we're going to talk about in depth tomorrow, being toxic causes all these symptoms that we have, like poor sleep and weight gain and acne and fatigue and all these things. And it's because they're so ubiquitous, and we need uh, to have a safe way to remove them for our body on a yearly, twice a year, quarterly, rhythmic practice.
Absolutely. And it's the standard American diet really favors toxicity. And what do we mean by that? Well, the standard American diet is laden in chemicals, laden in preservatives, additives, all these things where when you really dial in your nutrition, when you're eating whole food, and our friend Sean Croxton, Just Eat Real Food, you don't get all of these preservatives. You're eating real food grown in the ground, not in the lab. So it is dramatically reducing that chemical load on the body, which tips us into having very toxic bodies.
Yeah, you know, we're familiar with those outside toxins, like those exogenous toxins, like perfumes and cigarette smoke and heavy metals and stack of blooms and pesticides and herbicides and insecticides and fluoride and chlorines and dyes and paints and household cleaning products. We're familiar with all those, but one of the things that I think it's really neat that we forget is those toxins that are created inside our body just by natural processes of digesting food and living. I mean, and this is just part of being a human. We create ammonias and we create carbon dioxide and free radicals, and that's what antioxidants are for, to right, to gobble up those free radicals. But those endogenous or inside toxins can be just as dangerous as those exogenous toxins that we're so familiar with.
So, for example, again, nothing that the media want to talk about, but what we've been talking about is the use of a mask. And if, especially for children, it is extremely problematic as you're building up carbon dioxide in the body by hindering breaths going in and out and creating this bacterial soup on these things because most people aren't using this once, they're using it multiple times. Nobody wants to talk about that, but we're full on talking about it.
Yeah, it's true, and not to mention what they're made of too. Like I try to use
Right.
masks that are made of cloth that have some interwoven silver and things of that nature in it that are naturally antimicrobial, but that excess breathing of carbon dioxide, the excess uh, chemicals that these are made of, it's just increasing our toxic load. So as we said, Mike, tomorrow night, 6:30 to 7:30, we're gonna outline the problem, give you a solution, offer you a solution, answer any questions, and then have just a really empowering talk for. And that, our goal, Mike, as you always say, is let's get you maybe 50 minutes, maybe an hour questions, and get out and done, and really feel empowered leaving.
Yeah, you don't have to do the detox that we're recommending. There'll be takeaways from the lecture, as always, because with our podcast that we've had before, Beyond Your Wildest Genes, we always pride ourselves on giving you actionable steps to take away from our lectures. So show up tomorrow, and you'll be first to know about them, probably.
All right, guys, we're open today from 3 to 6, and see you tomorrow night.
Bye, guys.